Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/tales from your server. In today's episode, you should never worry about cutting someone off, because you're definitely not the first. My rant about families. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. You should never worry about cutting someone off, because you're definitely not the first. I am not on mobile. English is my first language. All errors are my own. I'm a bartender in an Irish bar in the United States. I've been in the service industry off and on for 25 years. But for the first time last night, my fellow bartender said the above, and I had never thought of it that way. The reason he said it was as follows. I came in last night to take over from the manager who had been behind the bar all afternoon. It was going to be me, and let's call him Lucky, all night. Lucky is an older gent and he's originally from Ireland, still has his accent. The manager closed out with all of his tabs, except one which he transferred to Lucky, then the manager leaves. The one tab he transferred is a woman in a yellow jacket, so we'll call her Old Yeller, not because she was old. Or because her jacket was yellow. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Old Yeller is drinking with one guy at a table. The last drinks the manager made for them was a single, tall vodka soda with a lemon for the guy, and that is exactly how the guy ordered the drink. Single, tall, vodka soda with a lemon. Old Yeller says margarita, then walks away. We don't have a blender, so they're all on the rocks. Since she didn't specify, the manager makes it with tequila in a normal, short cocktail glass. The dude walks back to the table with both drinks, then comes back a second later. Dude, she wanted it in a tall glass. Manager, does she want a double? Dude, no, just a tall glass. Manager puts it in a tall glass and adds more sour mix and lime juice. Dude is back a second later. Dude, she wants a salted rim. Manager salts another glass, pours drink 1 into what is now glass 3. Dude leaves, but is back a second later. Dude, she says she can't taste the alcohol. Manager, that's because it's a single in a tall glass. Does she want a double? Dude, no, she just wants to be able to taste the tequila. Manager, there's one shot of tequila in there. The only way to make it taste more like tequila is to double the amounts of shots in there. Dude leaves, but then is back in a moment. Dude, I would like to order a shot of tequila. Manager, well, tequila. Dude, yeah, that's fine. Manager pours shot of tequila. Dude leaves. Dude returns. This is all happening while I'm counting my drawer. Dude, what kind of tequila is this? Manager, it's the tequila. Manager brandishes the bottle again. Old Yeller, from the table 20 feet away, I didn't order well. I ordered Casamigos. Spoilers, I heard her say one word, margarita, and walk away. Manager, I gotta charge you for the first round because she's already drank most of it. Dude, fine. Manager, Casamigos margarita with salt. Single or double? Dude, I guess double. Manager complies. Dude leaves. Manager rolls his eyes at me, transfers the check to Lucky, gives us a rousing pep talk, then the manager leaves. Bar gets busy for a bit, then dies down. Dude has been ordering drinks from Lucky, and I'm not really paying them any attention. When the bar empties out a bit, Old Yeller and Dude move from the table to the bar, and are joined by 2 other guys, Dude 2 and 3. Dude 2 opens a separate tab with me for him and 3 and orders a round of tequila shots for all 4 of them. Me, well, tequila, or do you want something nicer? Dude 2, well, is fine. Old Yeller, Casamigos. Dude 2, I guess Casamigos. Me, do you want limes? Dude 2, yes, please. I pour 4 Casamigos shots and put a lime wool on the side of each glass. Me, do you need anything else? Blank stares, no response. Me, cheers. I walk about 10 feet away. Old Yeller, slapping her hand repeatedly on the bar, hey. Lemons. Here and here. Lucky comes over and says to me, Mad Hatter 555, you should never worry about cutting someone off, because you're definitely not the first. At this point, Old Yeller is not slurring or wobbling. She does not appear visibly intoxicated. After the shots, she walks outside with Dude 1 and Dude 2, leaving 3 at the bar while they have a cigarette. I ask 3 if he needs anything. Dude 3, just don't give her any more tequila shots. We're trying to get her to Uber home. Lucky, fair enough, I'll close out her tab. He runs her card and has the receipt waiting behind the bar. Old Yeller, immediately upon her return, hey. Hello? 4 shots of Casamigos. She's snapping her fingers at me and pointing at their empty glasses. Me, no thank you. Old Yeller, like I slapped her, excuse me? What the F*** did you say to me? Lucky, sorry, miss, we won't be serving you any more tonight. Old Yeller, it's either you give me shots right now, or I'm closing my tab and leaving. Lucky immediately hands her the credit card slip and her credit card. Here you are. Get home safe, love. Then she starts interrogating Lucky about if she should tip us 20% or 25%, and I had other people to attend to. When I come back, she says potentially the funniest thing a customer has said to me in a while. Lucky and I look nothing alike. If we were going to make a movie based in this bar, the actor playing Lucky would be John Mahoney, the actor that played Frasier's dad on Frasier. The actor playing me would probably be Conan O'Brien, but when he had a beard, and he'd have to be really low energy and monotone. No one is confusing me on the street for Conan, but Conan and John Mahoney look nothing alike is my point. I come back to that end of the bar to pour a beer. Old Yeller is now super complimentary. Old Yeller, I had such a good time, and you guys are such great bartenders. And I just realized you're kind of hot. Is that your dad? Points at Lucky. Me, sarcastically, yeah, Lucky is totally my dad. Old Yeller, not gonna lie, your dad is mad F*** able as well. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Goodbye. That was also the hardest I've ever heard Lucky laugh when I told him that. You'd think that was the end of it. We aren't serving her drinks and her friends are trying to get her to go home. Our downfall is that we were too nice. And the fact that we used the same glasses for water and cocktails. Old Yeller leaves with Dude 1 and 2. Dude 3 is at the bar still. Old Yeller returns and asks if Lucky can hold her purse behind the bar for a few minutes. Fine. She leaves again. 30 minutes pass and Dude 3 is worried that he got ditched. But her purse is behind the bar and 2 extra phones are on the bar. Dude 1 had ordered a tall, vodka soda with a lemon right before he walked out with Old Yeller. Dude 3, I'm kind of worried. They've been gone for a while. Here's my card for the tab, I'll be right back. I put the extra phones behind the bar. Dude 3 leaves, but is back in 5 minutes, shaking his head. All he says is, they're trying to convince her to get out of the middle of the street. Now all of them are back. Old Yeller asks very politely for water while she waits for her ride. She is still not visibly intoxicated. I give her a glass of ice water. It now becomes a debate about all the places she's been cut off at or thrown out of. Her side is that every place she goes people are super rude to her, and she needs to stand up for herself against the a-holes that work in bars and restaurants around the city. The troika of Dude's position is that she's the drama network, all drama, all the time. I'm a little busy because Lucky went to eat something, but I keep hearing things like, And none of us ever allowed to go back there because of that. And that's why we stopped inviting you out for drinks in 2018, because we didn't want to keep breaking up cat fights. Everything was someone else's fault. Those glasses were broken when I walked in, honest. That's when I realized that her water has a lemon floating in it. She took Dude One's cocktail. I mention this to Lucky as soon as I notice, and with his charming Irish accent gets the drink from her and urges her to go home. She finally leaves with all of the dudes in tow at around 11 p.m. At about 12:45, I hear Lucky say Mary and Joseph as he hustles from behind the bar towards the front door. Old Yeller is back. But with new friends. I'd say that she was in her late 40s and all the original dudes were about the same age. She's now with 8 kids that look barely 21. She's also visibly intoxicated and can barely stand. I didn't hear what he said, but Lucky told her she was cut off, and he wasn't serving her or any of her new friends while she was present, knowing that she was going to steal other people's drinks. Old Yeller, I've never been in this bar in my whole life. Lucky. Love, you're wearing the same yellow jacket from earlier. I can't serve you, you need to go home. Old Yeller, oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I should go home. Have a good night. They all leave. 5 minutes later, I kid you not, she walks back in, with her coat partially wedged into her purse. Old Yeller, trying very hard to appear sober, I'd like a shot of tequila, please. I'd like 1 alcohol, please. Lucky, out or I'm calling the authorities. She stomped her foot, made a pouty face and sulked out. I left shortly after that, but I wouldn't be surprised if she came back with Groucho glasses and a hat after I left. My rant about families. I just needed a place to rant about this, and I hope this is okay to do here. But every weekend brunch I work, there are families that come in and act as though their children are the only people in the place. We are not even a kid-friendly joint. We don't have high chairs, or kids' menus, or kiddie cups. We are a tiny restaurant, yet parents somehow manage to force their humongous strollers inside and inconvenience everybody else while they're at it. Better yet, they make a reservation and don't mention they have a stroller in the notes. And then they come in, and the table they're supposed to be at has no space for a stroller. This one dad comes in every weekend, with his humongous stroller of course, and tries to park it right in front of an important closet every time that staff needs to access. Every time I have to say you can't put the stroller there, staff needs to go in, and every time without fail he does it when I'm not looking, and I have to tell him to move it again. Another family also comes in regularly and thinks it's cute and charming that their 2-year-old makes a huge mess. He literally throws Hot Wheels around the restaurant and the mom laughs. What's worse is he cries if he doesn't get the table he wants, and then the mom, instead of telling him to put a sock in it, bugs me until I give them the table the 2-year-old wants. It makes my blood boil. Families with lots of kids also on a regular basis are so intrusive on other people's space. They will not all sit in their chairs but rather walk around, or let the kids walk around. It is extremely inconsiderate of the servers, who are trying to get through with hot plates of food, and I see this in many restaurants. Now there are exceptions to the rule, and I also meet some really cool parents who understand their kid isn't the only one there. Once a kid's eggs accidentally came out with scallions on it instead of plain. I apologized and offered to have them remade, and she said no, he'll eat this, he needs to learn to eat different things anyway, and insisted I was doing a good job and not to stress about it. She was cool, and I wish more parents were like her. To conclude, I think this is an issue of parents not teaching their kids manners and restaurant etiquette. And yes, I have brought the issues I've experienced up to management, But all I get is, well, they're not doing anything wrong, so we still should seat them, but so cannot take these entitled families anymore. You're not the only ones here. Sit down and shut up and eat and leave.